I'm just now doing this video from Thanksgiving. Now, I know we're in February, but whatever. This was our setup. um, so I had my sister-in-law on greens duty. She cut the greens for me and she did clean them. And I'm very grateful because I low-key hate doing that with fresh greens. And then that's me just seasoning the seafood salad. That way I can mix everything up. It seemed like a lot of seasoning, but look at the pan. I had hella noodles in that pan. So I needed to make sure that it was seasoned. It wasn't too seasoned, it wasn't salty, any of that. That seafood salad was actually some of the best seafood salad I've ever made. So yeah. I felt a little fancy, so I had to throw the little slow mo in there. It was satisfying doing this. And then onto the potato salad. It's not my favorite thing to make, but it was definitely my favorite thing to eat when I was pregnant with the baby. I craved potatoes so bad. Anything potatoes, baked potato, potato salad. So I was a person that I used to absolutely hate potato salad. Loved everything french fries and potatoes, but hated potato salad. And I figured out why. I don't like cold potato salad. But I will eat potato salad like room temperature or warm. So yeah, I guess all of that time I spent hating potato salad. Just to realize I actually liked it. I just didn't like it cold. Also, I feel like I used to really hate coleslaw, and now in my adult age, I find that it's not so bad if you get it from the right place. So I feel like I just had to grow up to appreciate some things that I didn't like. Now, here we are with the turkey. I absolutely do not like turkey. I feel like no matter what you do to it, it's always dry. Um, this year I did try to do it a little different. I don't know why I didn't like oil the outside of the bird first and all of that. I don't know. Y'all gonna see. I was struggling in the beginning, but the turkey did end up coming out good. It wasn't dry or anything. I also don't think that I got any footage the day of Thanksgiving just because I was so overwhelmed and I was making everything literally on my own outside of like my sister-in-law helping prep. The kids wanted to help and season the food, so we got Nicole over here seasoning the turkey, and she was about to dump, what is that? I think that's either garlic powder or onion powder all over the turkey. But I did all of this for no reason, just to realize that it wasn't going to stick or it wasn't going to rub in how I figured in my head, only because I didn't add the oil first and then rub it in. So we gonna see. Trial and error. This is not my first time cooking a turkey. It wasn't my last time cooking a turkey. I don't know. I wasn't thinking properly. But yeah, like look at all that stuff I have lined up in the back. I was overwhelmed. But everything came out good. Then Skylar jumped in and she wanted to help season the turkey. And here I am trying to like pat it in and stuff like that. Yeah, it was horrible. I really, like, I know what I'm doing. I know how to cook. And I know that the oil should have went on first. But it's okay. Trial and error. Then right here, I told my husband add some oil on top of the turkey because I was sitting there scratching my head trying to figure out why is it not rubbing in, and then it finally clicked like, girl, you didn't put no oil. Then here Nicole is over here holding her nose. I tried to shelter her nose at some point when we were actually seasoning the turkey, but she wasn't having it. She moved my hand. Cause like how when you seasoning food and it get up your nose or in your mouth or something like that, and then you start sneezing or it burn and all of that. But she ain't care. So yeah, I flipped the turkey over and literally did the same thing to the back that I did to the front. I had my husband add some more oil. It was very therapeutic just rubbing the oil and seasoning around on the turkey. It sounds weird, but it was relaxing for me. Then I had made my own little mixture, which was literally just like some butter. It was some broth, some seasoning, and I injected the turkey with that liquid just to try to make it, not so dry. Because once again, I feel like when you make turkey, it always ends up dry at some point. The turkey wasn't dry. It wasn't as moist as I thought it was going to be, but it also wasn't dry at all. And I don't know. I'm not a big turkey eater. If I do eat turkey, it'll be like maybe like the day after Thanksgiving or I don't know, 2 days after Thanksgiving, and I could like slice it and put it on some bread. But that's me literally injecting my little concoction. And yeah, this was actually therapeutic as well, stabbing the turkey. Everything smelled really good at this point. I'm not a big fan of stuffing turkeys, so guys, let me know in the comments below. Do y'all stuff y'all turkeys, or do you prefer to just have like just turkey with no stuffing? But at this point, I am buttering my muffin molds. That way we can make mini cornbread muffins, or what would be mini corn muffins. However, anyway, Skylar helped me load up the little, muffin tin, and we threw them in the oven. They baked up. It was time consuming, but I feel like this was a good strategy instead of making a whole bunch of like pans of cornbread. And then I would have to cut it and all of that. I don't know. To me, I just felt like this was the better option and it looked better on the dinner table. And I'm really upset that I didn't get any content of when I was finished cooking, but that was the gist of it. I didn't get everything, but that was literally just that. Thank y'all for watching and come back for more videos.